Oh, look at that. Looks like it's coming online. We will be starting in 1 minute. Maybe, like within 60 seconds. I like to start right on time, but I also like to come in a little early too. Hold on. 1 minute. Oh, good. Perfect. Oh, it's always great when things come together. It's so exciting. I used to do a pre-show. I used to like come in 10 minutes early, and I did that to warm up my brain and my vocal cords. But where's the fun in warming up? I like to just come in cold. It says 2 o'clock, or yeah, right, 2 o'clock. I'll give it just 1 minute, not 1 minute, less than a minute, maybe a couple seconds. My name is Sage, and I'm going to be your guide through the exciting world of Google Analytics here for about an hour. I would say not more than an hour. I will stop at an hour. There's a lot we can talk about. I've got the notes of what what we can talk about and that sort of thing. What I wrote we can talk about, but this can go on and on for a long time. But not longer than an hour. That's my goal. All right, everybody. Let's see. Do I have an intro for this? Oh, I do. I'm going to try it. All right. Let's get this party started. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the SageRock Institute. Oh, yeah. There you go. I forgot I had that. I made that and then I buried it. That happens to me all the time. Welcome. My name is Sage Lewis. I am the owner and El Presidente of SageRock. We are a digital marketing agency located in Akron, Ohio, and I have a deep love and passion for education. I'm like teach a person to fish kind of guy. But anyways, I've been doing this since 1999. One of my favorite topics personally is statistics. Now, that might seem odd. You might be like, that's ridiculous. No one could possibly find statistics interesting. I would say it's a small group of people, but I'm really into it. I believe that in the information age, we have been given information exponentially than what we have had before. The information age really represents what is like, you probably see information, the information age as something like, I have so much information, but the information that actually goes on behind the scenes makes the information that you're seeing in the front just seem like a little river. It's like a glacier, like that picture of a glacier when you see a glacier, you see a little bit of the glacier on top, and then underneath the water is a huge monolith of awesomeness. That's really what is happening here, and that information is being extracted from tools like Google Analytics, which is what we're going to be talking about today. There are many of these kinds of statistical tools. To me, the information age really is representing how machines are talking to each other. Every time you come to a website, you are pouring information into a machine, and way more than what you just normally think of when you're like, I can't believe they know that about me. Way more, way more. Like, so every page you come to gets cataloged. Every image you look at on that page gets cataloged. Every JavaScript that you have just enacted by going to a page gets cataloged. The amount of time that you've been on a site gets cataloged. Where you came from gets cataloged. Where you're going to gets cataloged. Cataloged. And tools like Google Analytics are here to make sense of that data. The data comes over a lot like, if you remember that movie, The Matrix. Do you remember when they're on their ship and they're seeing like the ones and zeros come down on the screen, and the guy's like, you just see ones and zeros, but I see a beautiful woman in a red dress, like that's really what's going on. The data is plowing across computers. And these tools are turning that data into something that a simple human can comprehend. You see? Do you see? So I'm a big believer in, and may I say, please feel free to use the chat window. Here I will say hello in the chat window. Hi. Please feel free to use the chat window. I am monitoring it avidly, just waiting for you to say something. You can say hi, you can comment, you can make fun of me, you can do whatever you want. I'm totally cool with it. I'm really pleased that you are here. It is your hour. I will give you whatever you would like in this hour through that chat. All right. So I am a big believer in understanding why. Why should I care? Why should I care about statistics? And I think, you're obviously here. You're like, I feel like I should care. And you should care. But what I'm going to do is I'm hopefully going to show you why you can care. So here's one example. So, where is it? Here. Okay. So here is a campaign that I'm running called the 5-Minute Digital Marketing Workout. Basically, what I'm trying to do is capture email addresses. You see, I want people to put their email address right in here, you see. And what I can tell you is that this has probably been my highest converting campaign ever. So it is hot in here. I shut the door and I am heating up, baby. I'll be losing some clothes, but not all the clothes. Don't worry. I promise the gross parts of me will stay covered, which is my ugly middle-aged That's there. I feel better. Anyways, what I want to know is, so I know that this converts at a very high level. Now, I know that through another tool. I'm using Instapage, and it tracks conversion rates, blah, 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 blah. But what it doesn't track is where people are coming from. So the fact that I know this is a high converting page is actually a different class, sort of. I'll show you how I'm tracking that as well, but in Google Analytics. But what I want to know is, so I have made that declaration. Let's just accept that. Let's just accept that as fact, okay? This page converts. People come here and they want to get the 5-minute digital marketing workout. Why? Because, it's 5 minutes, whatever. What are you going to do? People don't have time. So what I want to know is, where are these people coming from? Where are they coming from? That's what I want to know, because then what I can do is I can then judge that if all things are equal, that, no matter where a person comes from, that it's still going to be a high converting page. Then I can just see where people are arriving from that come to the page. So let me show you something here. So now let's take a step back, one little step back here. And let me go here. And so what I want to show you is that, I want to show you, I'm going to go through these systematically, but again, I just want to give you this brief thing so you can be like, oh, I see, that's pretty cool. Hopefully you'll see that. So what you should know is, if I come down to a report called acquisition, I can look at my traffic, okay? And I can see where most of my traffic to my website, my overarching website, is coming from, okay? And darn it, move over, see, I'll move me over here, see. So what I can tell you, organic search has Google, is by far the most traffic, 57%. Direct is somebody that is maybe bookmarked me or typed in the domain, or more than likely Google doesn't really know where direct is coming from. That's kind of what my belief is on that number. Referral is anything that is not a search engine or a social media site, so somebody else's website. Social is like Facebook and Twitter. Display is a banner ad. Email is email, and so forth, okay? So these are the biggest drivers of traffic to my website. But if I go and look at where people are coming from to get to that 5-minute marketing workout page, things change drastically. Drastically. So what I'm going to suggest here is that my big driver of traffic, organic search, which is 57% of my traffic, drives none, almost none. I shouldn't say none. Wait, is it none? It's like, it might be none. Yeah, I think none. I'm going to go with none. None of the traffic into this page. It doesn't rank well because its name is 5-minute marketing workout. But what I have done is I take my blog, which is the biggest driver of traffic to my website. And you can see here, I put a banner ad on every page. They're like, come and get it. Try it. Try the 5-minute marketing workout. Nobody comes from the blog to fill out, to join the 5-minute marketing workout. Where they come from, I'm buying ads. Direct is this nebulous number that who knows where it is. Facebook social ads, a discussion forum. So there is a couple, like the banner ads. So I got 6 banner ads from the SageRock blog. But when you consider that to get those 6, I had to go through 1,679 people, suddenly you're like, wow, that's not a really great return if you ask me. I bought a banner ad on Reddit, localhost, I don't even know what that is, a podcast, so I'm doing podcasting, Facebook. So the reason you do these analytics is because it tells you this information. Without this analysis, I would not know that most people are coming to that page through pay-per-click, CPC, Facebook ads, the Warrior Forum. So like this Warrior Forum, for example, this was a big curiosity to me because I've been posting over there. I spend time over there. I bought an ad over there. And so I'm like, is that really working? Is that really working? And so like, if I go into referral here, I think I'll see the overall amount of traffic. Yeah. So you can see here, like, look, so from the Warrior Forum, overall, I got 64 visits. Of those 64, 7, which is just under 10% or over 10%, it's around 10%, I don't know, over, under, something like 10%, went to that page. And so that's a high number for me if you ask me, you see. So those people, Warrior Forum is just a marketing forum, for people that are like talking about digital marketing. So by looking at this, it changes everything because now I'm like, well, if that's my most wanted response, maybe I shouldn't blog more. Maybe I should go and hang out at the Warrior Forum more. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel you nodding. I do. I feel it. Okay. There's gobs and gobs of data like this, okay? What I just showed you there is just what interests me. What I'm going to show, what I'm hoping is by the time you're done here, you'll be able to say, oh, now I understand what I could go for. I want you to live and breathe this concept that I am about to type on the screen. Let me make it a bigger font so it really gets in your soul. This fancy, let's pick a nice font. We'll do 72 and we'll do, how about Franklin Gothic? Yeah. All data must be actionable. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to tell you is that if you go over to Google Analytics not knowing what you're looking for, you will easily get confused and we're much closer to like birds, I think, than we are to like, smart animals. We just get so sidetracked on shiny things. We're like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. You need to come in to Google Analytics with a clear goal in mind. Now, it's a Friday night, you got nothing to do, you just want to hang out at Google Analytics, you go out there and have a good time with your Google Analytics. Sometimes, that's what I do sometimes on my Fridays, but whatever. A lot of people, they don't find it as fun as I do. You must use this data to create action. Do you feel me? I feel you're nodding, see? If you're looking at the data and it does not cause action, the data is meaningless. You might as well not have it. Just go do something else. Go watch old Jersey Shore episodes or something. It's just as valuable. That's all I'm saying. You just going into the data being like, oh, that's interesting, is pointless. The data must cause action. Okay. While I'm writing things down, let me write something else down. 10% of your time and money should be spent collecting data. 90%, do you feel me where it's going to go? Hold on. 90% should be spent analyzing. Analyzing. Is that how? I don't know. You get it. You feel me? Most people spend most of their time just pulling reports together and emailing them to someone and being like, and done. That's not the point. Unless that's job security, which then, of course, it is the point for you. But really, the point of this is not to just collect data. It is to ponder the data, to ask questions of the data. Okay? If it takes you an hour to collect the data, you should be spending basically 9 more hours analyzing the data. Most people get nowhere near that. I mean, that's the ideal. If you spend 10 minutes collecting the data, you can spend 50 minutes or something. I don't know. I'm not good at the math. I use machines. You get it. You feel me? You feel me. Just saying. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they call in the book world en medias res. In the middle of things. Let's go to the beginning. The beginning, the very good place to start. Okay. Here we are at analytics.google.com. Yes, there we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a brand new thingy bobber because this is 101 and it's important to set up things when you're 101ing. Now, I have already logged into my Google Gmail account. If you do not have a Gmail account, you will need one. I did that ahead of time. Okay. I might recommend using let's say you're an employee for an organization. I would not use, it doesn't really matter in this case, but I probably would not use my personal Gmail to set up Google Analytics. I would create a brand new company Gmail account. And I would use that Gmail account to log into all sorts of things, like your Twitter account and your, just wherever, it's better that way so you can pass the email off if you decide to leave or they decide to leave you or whatever, it's just better to have a separate account. Okay. So here I am logged in to Google. So, start analyzing your traffic in 3 steps. You sign up, you add the tracking code, and you learn about your audience. Okay, so here we are. This is the page. If you were logged in and you went to analytics.google.com that you would see. It's easy and free. Yes, it is. Yeah, let's go to the Help Center. I'll open that in a new tab. We can look at that in a minute. Click Sign Up. There. Did you see that? Step 1. Good. Do you have a website or a mobile app? I'm going to guess you have a website. If you have a mobile app, you probably have heard about Google Analytics. Account name required. This is the most top level of your organization. So it can contain 1 or more tracking IDs. So if you are this is just your organization. Okay. You have an account and then you have properties under your account. That's the architecture. And then you have people that can access those things that I'll show you in a little bit. Okay. So I'm just going to call it ABC Company because I'm clever like that. And then I'm going to say website name. I'll call it website 1. You see there? Do you see there? And then the URL, which is required, HTTP or HTTPS, okay? Hopefully you'll know which of those. You could just look at your website and see if it has HTTP or HTTPS. We'll do www.ourwebsite1.com. Like that. You pick an industry category. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Reporting time zones. You pick your country and your time zone. Eastern. Okay. Data sharing. You notice how this is all recommended? That amuses me. It's so cute. It's recommended because they want to know this stuff. I just let them have it. But whatever. Yeah. Okay. You are using 0 out of 100 accounts. Okay. So you can have up to 100 accounts. Okay. Get tracking ID. Bam. Bam. Look at me pressing all these buttons. Are you keeping up? Okay. Terms of service. I accept them. Have I ever read them? Hell no. You shouldn't either. What do you want to, you want to feel the fear of what they're tracking? I don't. Okay. So here, do you see administration, ABC company? That's the top level. And then website 1 is the property. Okay. And you can have a whole bunch of properties underneath your admin, thingy. Okay. You see? Okay. Yes, you see. Of course you do. Okay. Okay. Find your basic tracking code and additional data collection. The following settings are available only in Universal. Click the track. Okay. You don't need it. Don't worry about this. Please don't worry about this. Just don't worry. It's ridiculous. This is the tracking ID for your Google Analytics property. You see this number? This is your special, super, not secret number. You don't have to hide this. It's on every page of your website. It will be on every page of your website. Anybody can see it, so it's not like it's a password or anything. But this is the number that tells Google where to jam all that data we were talking about. You see? Okay. And so you'll, okay. Yes. Okay. Got it. So that's your tracking ID. Now, what they're doing here is they're telling you all different ways of posting your tracking code into your site. What you're seeing here is the most common way of inserting tracking code into a website. Okay? This is the Universal Analytics tracking code for this property. To get all the benefits of universal tracking for the property, copy and paste this code into every web page you want to track. Okay? They used to tell you where to post it. I guess they don't care anymore. But then what's weird is, oh, welcome, new person alert. What's weird about that is I've seen somebody post it at the very end of their site, and then Google, like from another tool, is like, you didn't put it in the right place. I believe it's in the head. Let me double check that though. Where to post Google Analytics code. I believe it's in the head. This is the music interlude. They don't tell you anymore. Oh, yes, they do. Paste your tracking code snippet unaltered in its entirety before the closing end head tag on every page you wish to track, which should be all pages, by the way. Why don't they tell you to put that on here? I don't know why they don't tell you. I don't know why, but I'm telling you. You take this code here, you see, and you put it on every page of your website. Now, how you do that could be 5 shows in and of itself. Google Analytics for WordPress. I'm going to just show you, one thing. So there's a tool that I use called Google Analytics by Monster Insights. You add this plugin to your website, and then it's very easy. You activate Google Analytics, navigate to the tab in your admin, and configure the features. Basically, it's like authenticate, and you have to be logged into your Google Analytics in another tab, and blah 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 blah, and poof, it ties it in directly. Okay, quite easy. Quite easy. Active installs 1 million plus. 1 million plus people can't be wrong, can they? No, of course not. That's never ever happened. Yeah, so anyway, I like this tool. If you have just a straight static website, like just a bunch of web pages, I'm sorry to report, you will have to open up every one of those pages and put it in your head tag. If you are using a site that's like .php and it's pulling in heading and footer or head code and footer code, a lot of times you can just put it in that one header code and it'll propagate throughout the whole website. The long and short of it is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to ask your developer. Okay? You just ask them. Ask them. That's all. Okay. There you go. Okay. So that's how that works. Now, like every good cooking show, we are going to jump ahead and we are going to come over to where data has been collected. Okay. Where data has been collected. Let me come down here. How are you guys doing? Are you hot? Can you feel that heat? It's ridiculous in this room. Okay. So here, you can see, I'll show you like, where is it? So this right here, SageRock.com, for me, that is my head, like whatever they call it, the admin or account. That's my account. And then I have all of these properties within it. Okay. And the one I'm going to be looking at right now is SageRock. And I'm clicking on that and poof, voila, here we are. Understand the important, okay. Oh, good. All right, we're doing great. Are you guys doing great? Great. I knew you would be. You're awesome. You people are awesome. I can feel your awesomeness. Let's start right at the beginning here. I want to just point this out before I go on, that there are going to be changes coming soon to a Google Analytics near you. Okay. They are going to be modifying the layout, basically. Not much is going to change. It's just going to look a little bit different. So they're saying they're going to simplify the navigation a little. One navigation bar gets you everywhere with search reports and easy access to settings, and it's shrinkable. Oh, good. Customization all in one place. Previously, reporting customized items were spread out in the dashboard. Now all customized elements are contained in the customization left-hand element. That'll be over here. You can do that. The old home account viewer page has been replaced by the new picker in the header. Anyways, you'll see this thing. Do you see how it's doing that? Do you see how that? See, you click that, and then you can go in the picker. You got the picker. They are getting rid of intelligence events and in-page analytics. Instead of in-page analytics, you'll use the Chrome extension. And we can maybe talk about in-page analytics. So at any rate, there. Now you know that what you're seeing here right now is not what it's going to be like in the next few weeks, but you should be able to get the gist. To get the gist, okay? It's basically the same report. They're just moving some stuff around in the navigation. All right. Okay. What I want to start by saying is that by and large, what I want you to focus on are these 4 areas here: audience, acquisition, behavior, and conversions, okay? The other things are, I would classify a little more advanced or more niche, you know? But audience, acquisition, behavior, and conversions are the biggies. And we're going to move through them, okay? So, audience overview. This right here is probably what people see most often, okay? I wish I could get rid of this header. I don't think I can. Too bad. Okay. I just want to spend a minute or two talking about these words: sessions, users, page views. And then if you understand those, then you can understand these. Okay. So sessions. All right. Sessions are a 30-minute time period for an individual user. Okay? So let me give you an example. Let me use more words. I'll use some more words. Okay? Let's say I come into the website at 10 a.m. and I look at 5 pages. Okay? Then I come back to the website at 1 p.m. and I look at 3 pages. Okay? So let me I'm just going to put in the word Sage. Okay? Wow, interesting little tidbit. Update to the terms of service at Google. Google was not connecting data that it tracked about you by your name until recently. Now it's tracking by your name. So don't you worry. They know everything about you. I mean, they've always known that, but now they're sharing that data. So literally, quite literally, they're like, oh, Sage came to this website at 10 a.m. and saw 5 pages, and he went at 1 p.m. and saw 3 pages. And then he came back the next day and saw, I'll do that one. So that would be on Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday. Okay. And then on Friday, I came back at, say, 3 p.m. and looked at 2 pages. 2 pages, Sagey. I said 2. There we go. So let me make that a little bit smaller so you can see all that gloriness right there. There, look at all that. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so what we are saying here is Sage is a user. I am a user. I use all kinds of things. This is session 1. This is session 2. And within the time period tracked, this is session 3. Okay? So what we have here are 1 user, 3 sessions, and a total of 5, 3, and 2 page views, which is 8, 10 page views. Total of, okay, 1 user, 3 sessions, 10 page views. Do you feel me? Yes, I feel, right? Do you get it? Do you get it? If you don't get it, be like, I don't get it. Quick, write that down. Okay. So now, with that in mind, do these numbers make a little more sense? Users are individual people. 2,475 users within, what did they say? What's that highlight over there? Let's see. At least 1 session within the selected date range. I'm going to talk about dates in a second. They're very important. This is all within the date range. 2,475 different users. Of them, there were 2,932 sessions. So of the 2,475 users, they had 2,932 sessions. And of the page views, there were 6,140 for an average of 2.09 pages per session. You feel me? I don't think you really feel me. I don't know. I just have to say that. Could you do pages per user? Of course you could. But that's not what they give you. They give you per session. It doesn't really matter, if you ask me. What is interesting is how many users, how many sessions per user? on average. And then just go with pages per session. All that matters is that you track the same numbers the same way over time. If you, like, for 6 months we're tracking pages per session, and then you're like, you know what, I don't like pages per session, I like pages per user. And then you do that for 6 months, you can't compare the numbers. And that's no good. Don't do that. Just accept what they've given you here. It's fine. Some other things that you might find interesting. Average session duration, 5 minutes and 40 seconds. See, these 2 zeros over here are hours. These 0.5 are minutes, and 40 are seconds. A bounce rate, 23.19%. That is people that have looked at a single page. Okay? It is not time sensitive. You can sit on one page for a half hour and still be a bounce. Do you feel me? Sorry. New sessions. 82% of all sessions that come to my site are new. Okay? Now, what does this tell you? It's a trick question. Nothing. The answer is not. It tells you nothing. Let me tell you why it tells you nothing. If these were Britney Spears' website numbers, she would jump off a cliff. This would be the end of times. If these were the numbers of my accountant, he would be pleasantly surprised because his website sucks. Sorry, it does. I told him that and he just looked at me like I was speaking another language. I didn't say it that meanly. I said, hey man, I could help you with your website. I wouldn't even charge you. He's like, okay. I'm like, what, is there some deep problem you have with your website? I mean, like, not like, oh wow, that's cool, Sage, let's talk about it. No. Anyways, what you need to do when you're looking at numbers like this is compare them. Okay? Which brings me to this little fancy thing over here called a date. That's a date range. Okay? So what I can do, for example, is I can look at all of October's numbers. Okay? I can look at October's numbers. See, there's October. And then what I can do is, if you can see it, I can press, can you see it? Hold on, let me see if you can see it. Let's see here. Okay, do you see this? Compare to, and then I have an option. You can't see that option here. Previous period, custom, or previous year. Now, the previous period means the same number of days before this, like this month versus last month. You see how it has August 31st to September 30th? That's because they had to steal a day from August because there were only 30 days in September and 31 days in October. So they took the previous 31 days. You see? I do not enjoy previous period comparisons. Why, Sage? I'm so glad you asked. Because of seasonality. If you are selling Christmas trees, starting probably what? This weekend, you're going to start moving Christmas trees, I would think, right? I think. Your November website numbers are not going to be meaningful compared to your October website numbers. Why? Because most people don't buy live Christmas trees in October. It's a fire hazard. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So what you need to do is compare to the previous year. I like comparing to the previous year because it eliminates seasonality. Now let's look at the numbers, shall we? Shall we? Where are they? Oh, wait, I got to press apply. Apply. Now, look. Boo. Boo. Sessions are down 20%. Users are down about 20%. But look at this. My page views per session are up 41%. My session duration is up 390%. Who's laughing now? Now, this is fun, this number, because you see what I did here? My total numbers are down, but the people that are coming to my site, in my mind, are better people. They're cooler. They're cooler people. Yes, they are. Because they are spending way more time and looking at over 0.5 more pages. Do you feel me? My bounce rate is way down. Do you see how this becomes interesting? Yeah, I do. I think that's interesting. Now, I'm not saying this should be your goal to decrease sessions and users and increase page views, but it's my goal because I was tired of getting bullcrap traffic to my website. I want better traffic to my website. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm a happy man with that. Those numbers are very lovely to me. I think they're nice. So that becomes meaningful data. Now, is it actionable? No, it's not actionable. You might have been like, yes, no, it's not. Why? Because I don't know why this is happening at this level. We're going to get to that. Okay? All right. So hopefully now you understand what these words mean and you understand a way of creating meaningful data. Okay? You can do all kinds of different data. Like, for example, you can add a segment. I'm not going to show you, I'll just show you this. Like what you can do is you can come in, I click the segment button, and I can import like from the a gallery. I can do mobile. Let's look at mobile. Okay. I can pick any of these. I don't know. I guess I don't like I guess I'm not into the gallery. It's not pleasing me. The gallery is not bringing me joy. Oh wait, how about this category? Anything? No. Leave me alone then. Leave me alone. Close. So what I can do here is if I go to I can come in here and I could be like, show me mobile traffic. Okay. So there. So now what I can do is what I'm doing is I'm taking the same time period year over year, and I'm comparing my mobile traffic, which didn't work. Dang it. Hold on. All right, I'm not going to, let me see if I can edit it. Operating system. Includes tablet. Anyways, I don't want to spend too much time on segmenting, just simply because it's more of an advanced, less of a 101 thing. But I just wanted to let you know that was there. Okay? We could do that in like a 201 or something. Okay, let's zippity-doo-dah right through some of these, shall we? Active users. This is you can see here 1 day active users, 7 day. So you can just kind of come in here and see not a great, I don't know. I mean, you can look at this if you want. You can see these are, people that have been active over a certain amount of time period. Cohort Analysis is this new tool. That's data that you can kind of collect by groupings. Also not that awesome. User Explorer. Wow, that's client ID. So there are tracking individual users? That's crazy. So that's new, ladies and gentlemen. What they're saying here is this is a client, and apparently I can see how that person has engaged through the website. That is brand new. This just out. Sometimes you can look at demographic data. So you can see age or gender. You can look at interests. If you're using, so you can see the people that are like, you know, what they're into, like technophiles, shutterbug, movie lovers, TV lovers, so forth. You know, you can kind of look at that kind of stuff. You're going to see more and more of this kind of demographic and interest data grow. Now you can see here, what's interesting here is, look at this. So it's showing me like these different affinity categories like technophile, but then it doesn't show me that in 2015. They did not have that data in 2015. So now they have it in this. So again, you're going to start seeing all kinds of information about the people that are coming to your website. You're going to just see more and more of that. Geography, you can see language, okay? So here you can see that most of my people are English speaking, then Great Britain, then I don't know, is that Canadian, Chinese? I don't even know. French, Deutsch. Location is really cool, I feel. So you can kind of come in here and you can pick your country and then you can drill down. So here you go to, so you can see that like the number one place people come to my website is California, then followed by Ohio and then New York. So this can be actionable data, because what I'm basically saying here, what it's showing me is that a lot of people are interested in me in California. So maybe I should be doing more marketing in California. Maybe I should move to California or New York. But I have a lot of Ohio information because I'm from Ohio. So here, then you can click into Ohio and you can see the cities. Look, Akron, bam. And look at this. Look how my Akron traffic is way up this year over last year. You know why? Because I've been focusing on Akron people more. And then Columbus is, you know, up a little bit. Kent, Cleveland, so forth. You see? You see? Then look, new versus returning. New versus returning. So you can see the new people and then returning people if that interests you. Frequency and what? And recency. So the number of sessions, like people that had one session, that's how much, those are how many page views and sessions they had. People that had two sessions. These are the number of sessions they had. Like of the total people, there were 199 people that had two sessions. The number, like, people that had 3 sessions, 52. People that had 4 sessions, had 21. Do you feel me? See? Okay? Okay, that can be very interesting, I think. Engagement. Okay, this is a report that I made by myself. This is not a standard report. I'm counting people by how long they've spent in number of seconds on the site. Can't really go into that because it's a custom report, but anyway. But check this out. Browsers and operating systems. There's Chrome, Safari, Firefox. Look at that. Internet Explorer coming in at number 4. Number 4, significant drop. Used to be number 1. Networks. So here you can kind of come in here and see like where they're coming from. Like this one, they can't find it. Not set. They don't know. Time Warner, MCI, The Rocket, Comcast. There you go. Now look at here. Mobile. Now you can look at mobile. Do you notice how my data is staying the same throughout, like my you know how I compared year over year October data? It's staying with me throughout all of these reports. Super, super duper handy, okay? So look, you can see here that these are, you know, you can kind of come in here and see like how this is all playing out. And see like, you know, how this different data is changing. Now my traffic overall has dropped, so I'm seeing that here. Most people are not looking to drop traffic. I'm dropping traffic because I'm trying to get better qualified traffic. Then you can, I mean, it's more of an advanced way of going. Most people are just trying to get more traffic. But why? Again, is it actionable? Is it helping you? Apple iPhone, Apple iPad, Google computer engine, so forth. So you can see the number 1 mobile device is an iPhone. Okay, then Samsung. You see, way more use on the iPhone end. Okay, then you can have custom. I'm not going to talk about that. Benchmarking, not going to talk about that. It's just more advanced stuff. So user flow. So here, what you can do is you can kind of come in and you can sort by different things. You can be like, okay, Tell me where people went that are on, let's see, mobile. Okay, so mobile. You can be like, all right, show me where people are coming from. So here, like you can be like, all right, people that came in on mobile, okay, highlight, view only this segment. So now I can be like, okay, mobile, they came in on this Keurig page, then they came in on the home page, and then they came in my URL description page. So you can look at just traffic, how they're moving through. You're visually looking at it, you know? So I guess sort of interesting. I don't know. All right, we're going to just keep plowing ahead here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, acquisition. So acquisition is... they're talking now. They've used the word channels. Channels is like generally where traffic has come from. So organic search is Google, like Google, like, well, you can see it, Google organic. So here you can look at here. They're showing keywords. Not provided now is everyone's number one keyword. Why? Because Google hides that information for most people. It's almost gone totally now. Google search keywords, you know. But then I can look at source. Source is going to show me which engine. So I have Google. So Google is like 1,800 searches, and then Bing, 69 searches. Yahoo, 42 searches. Might as well just go to Yandex, which is out of China, 2 searches. Google, Bing, and Yahoo are irrelevant. I said it. There, I said it. Who cares about them? They're dead. They should go away. Just, unless you care about that 69. I mean, I can get that kind of traffic in social media. So let's look at that. Bing, here's an actionable thing. Should I spend more time on Facebook or should I spend more time on Bing? Let's go back to channels, okay? Direct, referral, social, okay? Here's my social traffic. Let's click into it. Facebook, 79 visits. I don't really spend much time pointing people back to my Facebook page for this site. I do it for other sites, but about equivalent to what I'm doing on Bing. So there you go. Meetup. Stack Exchange, Twitter, Pocket. These are places that I participate in. You see? All right. So that can be interesting. So the reason this can be interesting is you could say, hey, we were trying to increase our organic search. We've been doing that this all year long. How is it doing? In my case, it's doing worse. The reason is because I'm not focusing on organic search anymore right now for me. Because if you recall when we first started this, that traffic is not converting. It's not converting into my 5-minute marketing workout. So screw that traffic. I want traffic that converts. And so I'm focusing more on that. I'm not saying that will be your result. It's just my result. But that makes the data actionable. Feel me? Okay, good. AdWords is paid search. I think maybe I'm doing a little bit of AdWords, not much, but you can see here, I pulled in my Google AdWords. You can see how much traffic I'm getting there. So, you know, like I'm paying 71 cents per click to get people into my 5-minute marketing workout, which it's okay. It's all right. Search Console. So Search Console, a little bit outside of 101, but you should know that there's something that used to be called Webmaster Tools. Now it is called Search Console, and you can find a lot of information in here, like, for example, queries. You can see the actual phrases people are searching on, like event tracking code generator, Google Analytics event tracking code generator, Google event tracking generator. So I have I don't know if you know this or not, but I have an event tracking generator. I'm ranking for that phrase. SEO proposal PDF, analytics event. I'm doing really well on Google Analytics event tracking generator, you see? So you can look at the exact phrases, okay? Then you can dig into social even further. So you can kind of come in here and you can see what's working. In the overview, it ties you into your goals. I'm going to get to goals in a minute here, but you can just see how much traffic is generating interest by social media. So look at here, Facebook, it's up 2,000%. It's not huge, but look, I got 79 sessions on Facebook, but 348 page views. That's 4.41 page views on average by my Facebook people. That's pretty amazing. They're spending 14 minutes on my site. It's not a lot of traffic, but it's good traffic. Actionable data, people. Actionable data. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, campaigns. So what you can do is you can tag your URLs with something called the Google URL Builder. Okay. If you do a search for the Google URL Builder and you go here and you have to go here, it's right here. It's right here. You go in here and you put in your website URL. You put in the campaign source, the campaign medium, like it's a pop-up in this case. It could be CPC or email or banner. You name the campaign. You can put in a term if you want to specify it by a different keyword. Campaign content if you want to specify, if you have like banner ad A and banner ad C or B, whatever, you know. And so by filling that out, then you get this URL. And then if you use this URL with all of these campaign delimiters on it, then Google will catalog that in their campaign area. And you can see here, I can come in now, like my 5-minute Facebook campaign, so I can see how many people came in through that Facebook campaign, okay? And then I can track it to conversions, okay? So like 77% of them went to the page and filled it out. The landing, 31 people filled it out, okay? I'm going to talk about conversions here in a minute. But you can see here, I got 40 people came in through my Facebook ad and 31 filled it out. Pretty good, don't you think? Yes, I do, Sage. I think very much. That's very good. Thank you. You're welcome. So I can come in and I can do all of these different campaigns. So you can see I have all these different campaigns that I can monitor because I have used this campaign tracking. Very, very handy. I can also do paid keywords. I think this is just going to pull in keywords from Google AdWords. I'm not running that. I'm running remarketing over at AdWords right now, but so forth. Organic keywords, is that even a thing? No, it's not a thing. Not provided. I don't even know why they're bothering with that. So let me keep going. Let's roll. We got to move. We got to move. Move, move, move. Okay, behavior. Behavior is for example, what people are doing on your website. So for example, you can look at what pages are generating traffic. So here you can see the Keurig. Why do people buy it? Worst idea ever. I was talking about the marketing of the Keurig, and then I get all this traffic about Keurig. And then they go and yell at each other about why or why not the Keurig sucks or doesn't suck. It's stupid traffic. But you can see it's up year over year. Yay! Then setting Google AdWords AP access the first time. That's up 45%. So you can see URL descriptions down 32%. That page has been around for a long time. So you can look at individual pages. Then you can do content drill down. So look at this. So what I can do here is I can go to my blog, all right, path level 1. I look at my blog and then I look at where they go to next. The Keurig, surprise, Google AdWords API, but you can just kind of dig through and see that's level 2. So then I can be like, all right, do these people do anything on my site? No, they don't. They all leave. They bitch at each other and then leave. The Keurig traffic is terrible. Then I can do landing pages. Pages that people come in on. The first page, YouTube URL description, the Keurig page, setting the Google AdWords. You can see these are pages that so my blog becomes the front page of my website. You see? Then you can see your top exit pages. What pages are people leaving on? So like the same pages. So what that's telling me is they're looking at the one page and then they leave. They look at one page and then they leave. I'm sick of it. Sick and tired, I say. I'm sick and tired of it. Then that's why I'm doing other things. It's all that Google traffic. You can look at load time. So you should know that speed is an important aspect of your website. You can monitor this. This could be actionable. You could say, hey, I need to know how I'm doing on my speed. Is it working? Are what we're doing to speed up our site working? And then they can show you speed suggestions. If you have site search, you can do that. If you made events with the SageRock event builder, I can't really go into it. Events are kind of the higher level stuff. What I need to show you is this. I need to get to conversions. Conversions are probably the most complicated but most important aspect of your marketing, because what this is doing is this is showing you what is working. What is working? Okay? So, right here, like if I go into, I can go into, where is it? Where is it? My specific events. Now, look what you've done to me. Hold on. I hope you're happy with yourself. Hold on. Oh, it says it's 3 o'clock. All right, I'm going to fly through. Okay, goal option. So what you can see here is I can look at all the different goals I have set up. And most of the goals, some goals I have like how many people have spent 10 minutes on the site. That's an acceptable response. Okay, look how that's gone up. That has been a key measurement for me. How can I get more people to spend longer on the site? Up 294%. See, that has been paying off. And then I can see where they're going to get that. The setting Google AdWords API access page. It's a huge, long article. Yes, of course, they're spending time there. The URL description page. Hey, idiot, you're reading the Google Analytics all wrong. People seem to spend time on that. The current page. Gee, many Christmas, stop reading that page. The 5-minute page. So you can see here, I can create all kinds of goals. And then you can follow a visualization. I just need to show you this. How to set up a goal. It's in the admin area. Right here, you go to admin and you go to goals. And right from here, then you create goals. You create your goals in the admin area, okay? Just go over there and try it. I'm out of goals. I can't do anymore, so I can't make one on here. But you just come in here, you click on this, you click on a goal. It shows you your description, what it is. If it's a destination, like a thank you page, that's how you convert. That's how you track conversions on a form. Pages per session, pages or screens per session, or events or duration. And then you fill out the details. You can say, well, like how do you determine success, or what is it how much is it worth to you? And they'll track all of that. There it is. Woo! I'm exhausted. All right. I need to go eat turkey, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you found that fascinating and interesting and useful. If there's anything I can do, go over to the SageRock Small Business Marketing group on Facebook and ask any questions. We can hang out over there. It'll be fun, okay? Please do. All right. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.